Alright, so I have here a fraction 2/3, which is times by in brackets x plus 1 minus 3/5 in brackets 2x minus 1 equals -2 negative x. So I'm going to get rid of these fractions by multiplying everything by the LCM. And the LCM of 3 and 5 is 15, so I'm going to multiply everything by 15. Okay, 15 divided by 3 cancels out. Now I'm left with just a 5, so I have 5. And then write what I have left. So I have 2 still. I open up a square bracket. Okay, x plus 1 closing. Okay, 15 cancels out with 5, and I'm just left with a 3. So minus 3. Open up a bracket, so write what's here. 3, 2x minus 1. Close up. Then I have to multiply these two. So I have 15 times by -2. Well, that's just -30. And then 15 times by, technically there's a 1 there, so 15 times by 1, well, that's just 15. So I have subtract by 15x. I'm just going to squish it in there. Okay, so now let us, some people do it differently. Some people do what's inside first and distributed this too. What a lot of people like doing in class is just multiplying these ones right here first. So I'm going to go 5 times by 2, well, that's 10, and then write what's left. So don't forget what's still left in the brackets. 3 times by 3, well, that's 9, and then don't forget what's left in the brackets. Oops. There we go. Then still what's here? -30, -15x. Okay? Now distribute what's outside the bracket so we could open up these round brackets. So 10 times by x, well, that's just 10x. 10 times by 1 is 10. -9 times by 2x, that's -18x. -9 times by -1, that's +9, equals what's left on the right hand side. We haven't touched this yet. There you go. Now let's clean up this, because there is some like terms here, these some numbers that we could combine. So 10x subtract by 18x, well, that's just -8x. 10 plus by 9, that's 19. And still the right hand side is untouched, so I'm just going -30, -15. Now I could go letters on the left, numbers on the right. So I'm going to add by 15x here, so I could bring over this x over here. So -8 plus 15, well, that's 7x. Okay, 15 subtract by 8, 7. Plus 19 subtract by 30. Then numbers on the right, so I'm going to subtract by 19 here, subtract by 19 here. That cancels out this 19 over here in the left hand side, and I'm left with 7x. So these are both negatives, so we have to add them, keep the sign. So 30 plus by 19 is 49, keep the signs, subtract by, -49. Now I have to divide by 7, because I want to isolate this x. That's gone. X then equals to 49 divided by 7, well, that's 7. And a negative divided by a positive becomes a negative. Oops. There you go. That's the answer for that one.